Live. All right.
Great.
Do 6. All right.
Jeez, that ad scared me. Just like started singing.
Was the spooky Halloween ad?
No, it was just a lady singing, and I didn't expect it. Like the video didn't pop up; it just started playing. And I got spooked. And now I am soiled.
Yeah. New stream thingy paint. Repentia. As you can see, these guys are pretty, or these ladies are pretty fancy. Lucky Bat, ho. Tristan Lee, lads. Danzigo Doom. Hello, Jay and Nick. How's your horrendous day going?
It is horrendous.
Yeah. Lance's Fantasy Gaming. I am here for the Blood God. Aaron H. Good evening. I tried something. I don't know if it'll work. It probably will lead to about nothing. But so I zenithalled these, and then I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I zenithal everything, and it always leads to a very similar paint job, and I want these to be very different. And so I then spray painted them purple, like a dark purple, and then redid the zenithal. So there's a hint of purple, but it's just a hint.
I see that.
I watched just about every painting tutorial on Repentia online, and I didn't like a single one of them because they all just did a normal paint job where they're like shirt, blue, sword, red, skin, pink, jewelry, gold, and nothing looked good. And then I looked on Cool Mini or Not, which is a good place to go if you want some to look at some cool stuff, and I found this image. Boop. And it is one of the old metal Repentia, but this really spoke to me. It's a little hard to tell in OBS, but if you're not looking at this like 10,000% big, but I mean it's fairly simple. I mean, they just painted the skin pink, but then 5 scratches and spatter paint. That is everything, because the reason Repentia don't wear their armor is because they've done wrong. Like, they only prayed 3 times a day instead of 4, and so they can't wear their armor until they have proven themselves worthy, and so they would get all cut up and dirty. So that is absolutely brilliant. The only problem is that's going to be the last step. So I have an entire model to paint before I get to there, but I absolutely love that model I looked at. That's the old metal
really
ones.
Cool.
It's the old metal.
You mean
one
that's when they were better?
Yeah, when they were better. The end, yo, as Anzumana. Hey, Sir Taco the First. Howdy. Das Geeking Out. Sup, dudes? Wolfbang. Hi, y'all. Glad I can make it. Actually, glad I can make it. Vampy. Feeling rebellious today, so I left a like. All right, we'll accept it just this once.
I'm not going to. Maybe you will.
Asmani, what's your recommendation for creating a partially raised base? I don't know, cork? Cork seems to get the job done. Aesthetics Deluxe, old Repentia is way finer. I mean, no. But that's okay. I mean, it's okay to be wrong.
Speaking of finer.
Ooh.
It's a bubbler. Sponsored by bubbler.
I'm going to put this small in the corner. It's a giant image, so it's... There we go. I'll leave it right there. Leave it right there. Boop. Just peeking. Uh-oh. Okay, now everything's wrong. Oops. All right, I accidentally moved it out of frame, and so I can't click on it, so it's gone. Can I Control Z? No, I can't. Okay.
All right.
It's gone.
At some point, we'll find it. That's pretty hilarious.
Ratstail91. I am 1 box away from a full 1,000-point army, but I've got a lot of painting to do still. Ooh, neat. Light Yagami ordered the Black Templars earlier. Oh yeah, today was the day for the box. Are you going to make a video on painting the new ones? Probably, but not right away. I did not order a box for myself because I didn't want everything that comes in the box.
Are you not worried about FOMO?
No. I mean,
Weird.
what's great is like I think something like 2.5 billion people commented. Oh no! Oh my god. Okay. Oh no! What do I do?
I have no idea
So
what
what just happened? So I'm trying out these new Scale 75 instant colors, and I poked a hole, and then I squeezed it, and the top fell off, and it all just poured out onto my wet palette. Thank God for dropper bottles. I think I have a paper towel around. Oh wait, I do. Okay, I'm gonna try to soak it all up, and I don't know, squeeze some of it back into the bottle.
Oh my god. This is wild.
Yeah, let me scooch the palette onto the camera so you can at least watch in the misery. God, that popped right off of there. No sweat.
Hot damn.
God, it's getting on the sponge. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, and the little shaker came out too.
Oh, it did.
Oh, that sucks. That was all of it.
Was it really all of it?
It was almost all of it.
Jeez.
That sucks. I feel like that shouldn't have happened. I just gave it a little squeeze. God, that sucks. This is brand spanking new paint that I wanted to try out. Okay, so guys, tell me if I did something wrong. So these come with a plugged up dropper. And so I took an average pin and I poked a hole. Now, I was thinking about it, and I thought maybe drilling it out might make more sense. But I thought, there's no way they want me to drill.
No.
So I just poked it with a regular pin, and I held it upside down, and I gave it a little squeeze over my wet palette. I feel like it shouldn't have exploded. Aww. I guess that's user error, but that sucks.
We're suing them.
Yeah, we're suing them. Okay, well, trying out instant color is not off to a great success. Why didn't you just wring part of the sponge out? I have no earthly idea where a sponge is. And that would have probably worked. Although this stuff is fairly thick, it might not have wrung out as well as wash paints.
Yeah. Well, there we have it, folks. And that's the end of the stream.
Yeah,
so,
good night, everybody. The Marcella. Old Repentia is girls in bondage. New Repentia is actual punishment. Yeah. Okay, so now when I squeeze this, I'm going to hold down the top. Although you know what? I guess it's already on my palette. And you know what's really funny? I actually prefer Games Workshop's contrast paint in the pots. I actually like these better because I can shake them up and then I can dip my brush directly into it. The only thing is I don't like that they made their pots kind of skinny and tall. They probably should have been fat and short. So you can't ever get what you want, but that blows.
This is correct.
Der POC, where can I get the looter models of them? Looter models are available from Wargames Exclusive or Raging Heroes. They both have a range of even more scantily clad Repentia.
Perfect.
Frozen Throg. Hole was not whole enough. But what was I supposed to do? I guess I'm going to drill out the rest of them. Daniel Bear, Army Painter is coming out with a no contrast paint. I saw that. It came out yesterday. They dropped a YouTube video. I think it's called Speed Paint, and I'm actually really interested. I like the Army Painter washes. They're a little glossy, but if Army Painter's advertising is to be believed, they didn't look too glossy. So if they're army painter price and they're not that glossy, I'm 100% going to be all on board because I actually kind of like contrast paint, but $8 a pot is gross.
Mm-hmm.
So if army painters $3 or $4 a pot is how they're going to do business, I'm 100% on board with that.
And then they send us some for free?
Yeah, I mean, I did leave a comment on the video on the Eons of Battle account.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
If army painter's listening.
Yeah. And I bet their droppers don't explode.
Hopefully not.
Mm-hmm. Again, I've contacted the lawyer. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Craig Jones, welcome to the problems with dropper bottles. Yeah, good old nothing's perfect. Jason M. Usually you cut the ends like that. What? No way. No way do you cut the ends off. I mean, that is identical to a Vallejo. It just doesn't have a hole.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll probably drill out the rest of them. And I mean, I'm not a new painter. I gave it a very average squeeze.
Yeah, that was weird.
Can you notice? You can also get some weird scantily clad models from Kingdom Death. Oh boy, can you ever.
Oh boy, can you. I know we were actually talking about Kingdom Death yesterday on the Patreon only stream.
Yeah, which is only available to our patrons.
Very true. Yep. We also learned that it's hard to get the game.
Mm-hmm. Azumana,
Yeah,
did either of you ever try a comic book painting style for minis? No, but I'm not opposed to it.
No,
Sounds like a neat concept.
I've seen people do it. I like the cell shaded stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. I saw like some cell shaded beast nagas, and those were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy Bum J, the noob painter.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Art M Mini, I can only look at those bases. Rolling pin?
Yeah, I used a green stuff roller. I just did it with regular milliput, and I put water on my rolling pin, and it worked. I mean, it worked really well, but I think the next time I try it, I'm going to use cornstarch, because the YouTube videos I saw used water, but I didn't like the water because I feel like it made it too sticky. I mean, milliput is water soluble, so it kind of just made it stick to everything. I think I'm going to try cornstarch and see if that gives me a little bit more of a pleasant experience.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Because it was a pretty miserable process, but it did give me good results, so I can't knock it too much. Right now I'm putting purple, or I guess this, what color is this? This is gray spell, but it is a little purpley. But I don't mind that, because purple is going to be an important color to my sisters. But I thought that this was going to be a light gray. And it is a light gray, but it's a light purpley gray.
Mm-hmm.
I am here to have fun.
I am here to have fun.
Has there been any word from our fourth?
Nope.
Ah.
I asked. No sign. So we're probably only gonna have a 3-way tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Our third has been notified and is down for whatever we do. But we don't have a fourth. Well, maybe. Who knows? But probably not. I'm gonna guess no.
Craig Jones, I have never had to poke a hole in a dropper bottle. Is that a thing with scale 75? I mean, it seems like it. I bought 5, and they all need it. because they all don't have an opening. And so I figured what I was being asked was to poke a hole.
Yeah.
Light Yagami. It's a pretty color, though. It is a pretty color.
It is a pretty color. I like it. Prison Throg, I can remote in. There you go. What army do you want to play? Playing Kill Team.
Oh, I heard. The Kill Team errata just came out, and everything. A lot of changes were normal or whatever. Just little corrections or clarifications, but Custodes went down from 4 activation points to 3, and I feel like that was the wrong move. I liked that they were the only thing in the game that had 4. They're probably still pretty strong because I believe they can still perform actions twice per activation phase, which is very, very, very strong.
Very good.
But I almost would have rather them lose that ability and keep 4 activation points.
I mean, can you even do... I mean, how many things can you do, though?
That's true.
How many
that is
things
true.
can you do?
But I don't know. I feel like it was their claim to fame.
What if they kept the 4 points, but they were just a little weaker? Or something.
It's possible. I mean, I know they have a 2-up save, so they're quite strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because 4 activations and you can do things twice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I know. Also, my beloved smoke grenades have gotten a weird clarification where no sight lines can, if they only get cover if no sight lines don't pass through the smoke grenade, which seems like a weird thing because it seems to make it so that it'd be almost impossible to take advantage of the smoke grenade.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I just have to read it more. I have to say, new Kill Team, absolutely love a new Kill Team, but the rules, holy moly. I took a class in college called Elementary Logic, and I know I can't handle it. I can't handle that level of language. And that's kind of what I feel like some of the rules are written like.
Depends on what the meaning of is.
Yeah, double negatives. Like, it's a little bit of a mess. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
But you know what? A cursory reading of the rules, the game is really, 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 really fun. That's why I'm painting these Repentia for Kill Team.
Kill Team. Danatron, why are there so many dislikes? We've just been going ham. We've just been saying all these bad, horrible things.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez Louise. Are we just saying some of the worst things that you can even imagine?
Moniteur, I poke hole, and then the paint squirts me. I know it's okay.
Exactly.
PJ McMurray, I had a brown explode on me 2 weeks ago, all over me, my palette, and a squad of guardsmen. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Champ Styles just watched a couple of your older vids. They still hold up, man.
Oh, nice.
I know. A couple people did, because I saw Champ Styles, I think, commented on a video, and then It, I think, did. Commented on one. On old ones. Let me see.
I had a weird thought today because I was watching tons of painting tutorials to try to figure out how I was going to paint these ladies, and I remember Miniac giving a really, really good demonstration of skin, but Miniac does the thing that does the reasonable, responsible thing we do, where the video title is based off of the hook of the video, like 24-hour painting, painting with only something or something, and so it was impossible to find the video I was thinking of. And so I thought, is there anything to, like, after 6 months of a video being published, changing the title to, like, a searchable title? I don't know.
Maybe.
Or is it always better just to keep the clickbait title on the off chance that it's recommended to someone?
I mean, they continuously get recommended.
That is true.
especially the ones that are really popular, like the ones that have over like 50,000.
Yeah, because I just remember I clicked on Miniac's channel to be like, I bet I can find this video. Impossible, absolutely impossible.
Maybe what you could do is you could write in the description what you did, because I think you can when you search, you can also search descriptions as well.
Yeah, maybe that's the trick.
Yeah, but then I think people have to realize that, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, literally 0.1% of people search on YouTube.
This is true. We know that for a fact.
We do.
It's like nobody.
DL Incognito, showing my wife your streams for the first time. She likes the Battle Nuns. We're off to a good start. Neat. I like the Battle Nuns too. They're cool.
How does she feel about burps? Because a lot of other people don't like them, and that's just not fun. Cody D, do you find it hard to watch your older videos?
Yes, I find it hard to watch the newer videos. It's hard for me to look past being so close to it. I see every pause, every breath, every weird pronunciation, every weird thing that no one else in the world will ever notice but me.
I only watch the videos that I'm in. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Frozen Throg, my Army Painter washes are shifting between glossy and matte depending on its mood. Yeah, that makes sense. Army Painter washes need boatloads of shaking to be properly mixed. The Dugo 7, are those bases custom? In a way they are. They are. I used a I used a Green Stuff World texture roller. Green Stuff World is a Spanish company that makes a lot of tools for us hobbyists, and I bought one of their acrylic rollers, and I used it on Milliput, and it worked great. I know Dana Howell, if anyone knows that YouTuber, she has a really great video on using the texture rollers. Although I'd suggest cornstarch instead of water. What I'm using is Milliput Fine, because that's what was available to me when I placed my order. The proper one was out of stock, so maybe the normal Milliput is a little bit less sticky, but I had a big problem with it being really sticky, and I had to wash off the paint roller multiple times.
Daniel Bear, FOMO is real. Jay, I have a fear of missing out on a stream. There you go.
Styles. The intro, though, with the badass Necron and Orc Skull. Boy, those are the oldies.
Oh yeah.
Cameron, bro, I was busy yesterday. Can I see the final products? Yes, they'll be on Instagram eventually.
There you have it, folks. Frozen Throg. Wow, I'm the 0.1%. Take that, rich people. He died from it. He actually recommends dislikes. Who doesn't love dislikes?
The Dugo 7. What is being painted on? Just gray paint or primer? It is scale 75 instant color, which is their version of contrast paint, gray. And you be a little cautious with their dropper bottles, I guess.
PJ McMurray, Nick, all 3 of the videos, you madman. Oh yeah, but they're on a loop.
Till you die from it, I just bought the Octeris Kill Team box exclusively for the Orcs. Warg!
Yeah.
Lazy bum. Do people still use Instagram, or is that for grandparents only now? What?
Yes.
Instagram is Instagram for grandparents?
It's not for grandparents, but it's for millennials.
Ah.
You gotta be cool. You gotta be cool, like Gen Z. You gotta be on.
Where did they share?
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. TikTok is where they show their images.
I mean, we're Gen Z, so yeah. TikTok.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm. And generations matter. It's real.
Yeah. Where is?
Yep.
Kiribah, Crimson, Agrax, Earthshade. Where is my?
I know we have
there
on
it
the
is, Flesh.
on the Eons of Battle TikTok. We have a lot of dance videos.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild. Just us shaking our tushes.
Yeah. All right. As much as I want to paint all these ladies, I think I'm gonna start on one and kind of learn my way.
Frozen Throg. Millennials are grandparents now. Time to play bolt action.
Yeah. Frozen Throg, could an oven-hardened clay work for bases? I guess you'll have to cut it to size and do the edges, but it might work. I guess it should probably work. I know I've used oven baked clay as base toppers. I have a video on how to make fake marble. I'm gonna do a little Ninja told me to do this, where you paint on a little bit of white paint to help your zenithal. Because a zenithal will never get to pure white. It'll always kind of be gray. And so I'm putting on pure white paints.
If Ninjan told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Absolutely. I do whatever Ninja tells me to do.
That's what he told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
A little offensive. Lazy bum. I looked at TikTok once, and it was just a bunch of videos where people pretending to sing a song. Every video. I'm too old to understand. I mean, but that's pure art. I don't understand why that's a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Some people have if you have like an accountant, if you have like a really good account and you really go through everything and you really follow all the right people and you like all the right stuff, you can get some wild videos. Like if you people have like these really weird recommended videos to them that like people don't usually get, because a lot of people get like if it has like 1 million views or whatever, 1 million likes, people get those videos recommended. But some people figured out a way to get their algorithm in a way where you basically, every video that you see is just a random person that has, each video has like 1 or 2 likes, and those are the wildest ones. Those are creepy and weird. Because it's just some people doing stuff.
Ratstail91, ever thought of painting a model with a single color plus white and black? It's something I've wanted to try one day. Yeah, a little. I feel like I like colors, though. I know Miniac has a really good video about painting only black and whites, but I feel like the end product kind of just looked like a zenithal model.
Redstone91, I can't use the Instagram website. Yeah, the website doesn't make any sense. Because the website isn't the full thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the point is. Like you can't even put your you can't upload photos to the website. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it sucks. Mm-hmm. I always have to airdrop myself my own pictures so that I can upload them to Instagram.
Yeah. Monitor people doing stuff. It's creepy and weird. Nick 2021. Yeah, I saw this, like, there was this lady and she had no followers, nothing, and she collected dolls, but like the really realistic ones, and she was teaching people how to clean them. It was horrendous. It was a nightmare.
Nicholas Nadeau. Hey, Jay. I'm using your Death Watch video to paint up some good old kill teams for Kill Team. Neat.
Woo! Andy Crimson. Instagram through a browser is almost like a read-only version of the app. Also, hi everyone.
Hi.
That is a great great description of that. Atreus Balt. Eon's Battle, do you normally build the whole model and paint or sub-assembly? I find myself getting super frustrated when I can't get to every nook and cranny.
I almost never sub-assembly. Occasionally, I'll sub-assembly like the head. Or if something has a shield that covers like 90% of its body, I'll sub-assembly the shield. Although I won't try that hard on the stuff that's going to get covered up.
Right.
Because life's too short.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Iron Frenzy 217. How would you do a Nightbringer? Probably lots of glazing. I like the I kind of like the Nightbringer model. It's the only Catan or Satan that looks good to me. The Satans are kind of getting old.
Mm.
Here, I'm gonna spin the palette so that I don't have to look at all the giant pile of paint that's spilled. I mean, at least it wasn't Games Workshop Contrast, but...
Mm-hmm.
It's like $3 just spilled.
Yay! Reston 91. I actually hate the Nightbringer. Void Dragon is amazing though.
See, I think I'm kind of the opposite. I don't love the Void Dragon. It's a very good model, but it just doesn't feel Necron-y to me. It's just like a weird robot with abs and a tail and not a head. I don't know. It's just it doesn't Jimmy Majangles. I think you know my favorite of the Satan. I kind of like the artwork of the Deceiver, and I really like the Satan that comes with the Silent King. That is just kind of like a human form in pain. That's kind of the look, what I like. Is like because they literally are kind of imprisoned gods. So that's my favorite of what's available. I don't know if they've completely nailed it for me.
Casey on the beat. Hello, Jay.
Hi.
And Nick, how's your guys' night going? Yeah, Jay, how is your night going?
It's going.
That's good.
Except for Scale 75 ruining it. No, everything's fine.
Yeah, and this stream is sponsored by Scale 75. Spill your paints. Take a picture of your spilled paint and you could win more paint. Lance's Fantasy Gaming. Will the Dark Dark Templar, I'm gonna assume that's Black Templar, have separate pieces because I do not want to buy that $200 box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything does.
What
about Curse City? Yeah, everything does, except for like 2 things.
Uh-huh. Dream shards. Oh boy, more paint to spell.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I think would be amazing? This would be like the ultimate video if it could ever happen. You know how they're doing this the Warhammer Plus thing where they're gonna select 5 people randomly and send all the paints, like send the entire Citadel set of stuff to you. The perfect video would be opening all the pots and spilling it all into a bucket.
That would be pretty good.
Just giant waste of everything.
Das geeking out. Jay, love your videos on metal models, and it's helping me with the prep work for my Infinity models. And Nick, get in more videos. Yeah, Nick, stop slacking. Be in more of the videos.
Exactly.
Ratstail91, the Satan actually aren't Necrons. They're supposed to be shards of something alien, even to the Necrons. But yes, the Screaming Shard on the Silent King is probably the best. Yeah, I mean, the Satan are star gods who don't technically have, like, a real form, but they're being housed in Necron bodies that have been made for them. So I feel like they should look sort of Necron-y. I mean, the reason the models look like the way they look is because way back in, like, the early 2000s when Necrons were invented, they were the slaves of the Catan. But they since retconned that to make the Necrons more of their own thing. And the Satan the models sort of worked even through the retcon, but I feel like it's time to just update them. And for me, the current kit is not what I would have preferred.
Lucky bet. How much does someone have to pay to make you spill it on purpose? Remember the time it takes to get here, the shipping, all that stuff.
The problem with the Scale 75 stuff is that I have to order it. With Games Workshop, I can just drive to the store and get more.
That's very true. That's all the time.
$50? Yeah, I'd $50 to get the job done. Lazy Bum, old Necron lore is better than the new Necron lore. I mean, no. The old Necron lore was like 5 paragraphs. The new Necron lore is like a dozen novels. I do get that there is a certain mystique in mystery, but if you're going to collect an entire model range, I feel like just a little bit of mystique isn't good enough for me.
Exactly.
Atreus Balt, I love the idea that Necrons, we killed our gods, imagine what we will do to yours. There's a great line in the book The Infinite and the Divine where they go, oh god, we've released a god, and then the other Necron is like, luckily we kill gods. And it's a pretty great little moment in the book. Infinite and the Divine honestly is probably the best 40k novel. It's very good. Travis Justice. Hey Jay, I finally got a desk lamp. Definitely should have gotten one sooner, but meh. Anyway, it works great. I use it to build my Knight Valiant the other day, and will use it to build my other Knights. Neat. Only for Knights, though. You put it back in the closet when you work on your normal models.
This is true. Screw 'em.
Lazy Bum. New Necron lore is just space Egyptians. Well, old Necron lore was just space slaves. See, if we boil it down to that, it works no matter what you do. Space Marines are just Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I haven't seen that for
Orcs are
years.
just Wog.
Rude. Okay, I don't like this game anymore.
Light Yagami, Necrons need Scorpion miniatures. I mean, they sort of already have them in the Necron Wraiths. Casey on the beat. Oricon. Oh no! Trazian. Anyway, that's very much how it is. There's a great part in the book, The Infinite and the Divine, where Oricon steals from Trazian, and Trazian takes him to Necron courts, and there's a whole chapter from Necron courts where the judge just finds out that they both suck.
Yeah, there you go.
And the book also is very playful with time because the Necrons are so long-lived. And so literally over the course of the novel, thousands of years goes by.
14th CRV. Buzz Lightyear paint job on Space Marines looks as good as most chapters.
Yeah. It weirdly works. Yeah. I mean, not even weirdly. They really do have kind of a Buzz Lightyear aesthetic. Mm-hmm. That's so weird that Games Workshop ripped off Toy Story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Jackson Leverens. Just want to say how much I enjoy this channel. I'm not a tabletop gamer, but I get to live vicariously through these dudes. Neat!
Whoa, we're the dudes.
Yeah. Sim the Sloth. I've been working on my overgrown Necrons. Ooh.
Yeah, very neat.
Tristan Lee. The only thing I wish was that the Necrons would lean more into the Egyptian aesthetic. Well, I think then you need to play the Sotek. I think those are the really Egyptian-y Necrons.
Mm-hmm. Frozen Throg, are there any Buzz Lightyear head STLs floating around? Guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, if you say, I wonder if there is.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee there's one of those. I mean, we found that really horrible Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's true.
Remember that?
Oh, God.
Jeez,
yeah, it's printing, right? You're working on
it? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we need that.
I actually printed something today. It actually just ended, like maybe 10 minutes ago. And we'll see, because I've had catastrophes all day. Well, only one time today, but it was a bad one. The my FEP, the film at the bottom of the vat, got a little. It's just old. I printed a lot of stuff out of it now, and so I had to replace it. But I think I didn't do a good enough job. But it sounded like it worked.
Carlos Pandia, can I paint a base with a bunch of chrome paint and call it a Necron in its reanimation phase? Go great for a Terminator 2 themed Necron army. It would. Cody D, have you painted much AdMech, and if so, what are the unique technique skills learned when painting them, or what skills do you think separate factions tend to each? I don't know. I feel like it is a little bit true. I think every faction kind of benefits from its own style. I don't know what I painted some Skitarii, and I feel like I learned something. Maybe I just learned not to paint more Skitarii. I don't really know. I painted them using predominantly airbrush. I did a lot of freehanding on their coats, which didn't turn out that great. I think dry brushing would be a good way to paint a lot of their metal bits, just because they have so many metal bits.
Metal bits.
I squeezed this Vallejo dropper bottle and it did not explode.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. Weird is a really cool company that makes Malifaux.
Remember when we made a dropper bottle explode?
Yes, I remember that. Casey on the bait. Question, Jay. How'd you make these bases? They seem almost like a roller from Green Stuff World, as I'm looking for ideas that I could build my CP box. Combat Patrol box. It is a Green Stuff World roller. It is called Temple.
That's a good name.
Mm-hmm.
Takamuto, I thought using red paint teaches you speed painting.
That's true.
M14 SRV. If Buzz is a space marine, what would Woody be a Kipash of?
He'd probably be... He's not a guardsman.
No.
Bo Peep is the guardsman.
Guaranteed.
I guess he's a chaos cultist?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah. I don't know.
You got a friend in me.
Well, I mean, he's one of those cowboy admech.
Ah, yeah.
Guys. That's what he is.
Oh, they have quite a name. What is it? God, why can't I paint skin today?
Mm-hmm.
Because all I want to do is put on that spatter paint and scratches.
all I want to do is it be done.
Yeah, I just want to do the last 10%. I don't want to do all the work of getting it there.
There you go. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Out of the past couple months, what do you think your favorite video that we've made is?
Oh God, what videos did we make?
Okay, I have another question, which is probably harder to answer.
Good.
So if you were to pick out of the past 6 months, let's say, of videos, what would be the one that you would show somebody to like convince them to subscribe or to join Patreon or something? Be the one.
All right, it's opening a new tab in Chrome. Hey, look, there's a live stream going on the Eons of Battle homepage.
This is true.
Ooh, I really like A Weekend Wasted, Kill Team Octeris. That's a fun video.
It is a good one. Perfect.
Holy moly, did it suck to make. Literally, that was a last-minute video.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Carlos Pandia, with the awesome new Castellan Black Templar model coming out, what piece of Warhammer Necromunda Gorkamorka Rogue Trader art would be great for a new mini? Oh God, I have no idea. There was a bunch of stuff in the very early 2000s that was very grimdark. A lot of it was in the codex for the Ecclesiarchy, like the Demon Hunt. I think it was called Codex Demon Hunters from the early 2000s. A lot of that stuff would be really cool. I mean, that was probably the grimmest and darkest 40k ever got. And it would lead to some reimaginings of some kind of classic models, like Inquisitor Karamazov, and basically all the Inquisitors, really. So I would say stuff from that.
Mm-hmm.
But Games Workshop won't do it because they've been getting rid of Grimdark. It's not like Games Workshop is a company that has gone through a lot of different phases and a lot of different looks over the years, and things not only change, but they also, different things are different. Like the orcs aren't that grimdark often.
I thought people were gonna be pissed because they had for the Black Templar pre-order on the Warhammer community, they had a cute cartoon.
Oh god, people are gonna be so mad.
I think it's fun, but nobody else agrees.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that everyone doesn't, or not everyone, but one thing that some people get a little hung up on is that they feel like the game is for them and that they own it. A lot of people do this with music too. But this game, this miniature war game and painting and stuff, has always been made up of a lot of different people. Some people are really into the lore, some people are really into the models, some people are really into painting, some people are really into gaming, and everyone is equal.
I don't know if I like this take.
Everyone is equal, and so even if the cutesy art doesn't appeal to you, that doesn't mean it's bad because it appeals to not you. It might appeal to someone who doesn't take things as seriously or likes things a little cuter.
Yeah, dumb people like me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Repeat that one more time. Yeah, dumb people like you. Yeah, I like the cute stuff because it's cute. I don't know. I just think that they're just having fun.
Yeah. Vampy, I'm currently building a Devastator squad from unused bits from Tactical Marine sprues. Just the Sergeant now. Ooh, you should give him a Stormbolter. That seems to be the go-to Sergeant option. For 2 points, you get 4 shots instead of 2. Not a bad deal.
M14SRV, will you ever stream/do a video on a full game of Kill Team?
Yes.
We're gonna do battle reports.
Yeah.
They're coming. Sometime soon. Maybe you'll even know when they're coming in a future video. Who knows?
Yeah. This skin is a little rough. I am here to have fun.
Cute Moshi. Nick, what's the best grot in an orc set? Only 40k? I mean, you spelled it like 40k. I really like the grot commando. I really like that model. I think it's really fun. And I put the snorkel hat, the snorkel head on, which I love. I love that. But for Age of Sigmar, I really like pot grot. There's a lot of good grots, but I like pot grot, mainly because I own them.
Is it already out on my desk? Where's my magenta paint? Ah, it's over there. Oh no, I'm gonna be right back.
Holy cats.
Oh no, I'm back.
Oh no! I just gave away your credit card number to everybody.
Power Surge, I have to tell someone this. Just had a coworker tell me that the greatest hot take of all time. Metal Gear Solid 1 is trash. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1 sucks. It's a video game.
Power Surge, please tell me you played Metal Gear Solid, Jay or Nick. Nope.
If it's a game, I haven't played it.
I have not played it.
Oh my goodness, how is Vallejo Warlord Purple so like it separates so much? How? Atreus Balt, Games Workshop is Disneyifying. No. But you know what? There are other YouTubers who will tell you that is true. So you can they got you covered. And they probably came out with 3 videos this week about it. Also, I mean, yeah, Disney is an evil empire, but they make some good stuff. There's worse things you could be than Disney. Ratsdale91, I'm only in this hobby for a year, and I'm still scared of change. Yeah! Green and Blue Productions, what is your feelings on historical games and painting historical models? I think historical games are kind of cool, and in probably 40 years, I'll be really into them.
Yep. You better believe it. It's gonna be some real good stuff in the future. Jeez. Yep. That's when you have the reading glasses.
Oh yeah.
You know. You're really living life. Sim the Sloth. Metal Gear isn't a game, it's a lifestyle.
So I feel about Fallout.
Jason M. Gamza. Hello and welcome to another episode of me being salty. You said not me? Let me write this down.
All right, that magenta brought a little color, a little life back into this miniature. Hopefully I can blend it all together. Cute Mochi, if you could make an HQ unit for any 40k army, what would it be? I don't know. I think everything that exists is already pretty good. They are doing a good job.
I disagree. What they need to do for the orcs is they need to add a 3 grots and a trench coat as an HQ choice.
I agree. I picked that one too.
And again, and then also they need to create my grot army. And no excuses. Everyone likes to add excuses when I say that. Actually, there's a bunch of other stuff. No, this doesn't exist now.
Yeah, you can't go to the store and buy a grot army right now.
I know. That's the problem.
And yes, you could buy 24 packs of the current grot kit, but...
And, again, I don't want to make up my own rules, because then I can't play at Warhammer World.
Yeah, and that's really... I mean, show of hands. Everybody here has played at Warhammer World before, right?
It's my dream to play at Warhammer World. Yeah, the only reason why we're doing YouTube is to make just enough money so that we can go to Warhammer World. It's going to be a while.
Yeah. My goodness, I cannot make this skin look like skin.
Takamuto. Oh yeah. Cute Moshi, best tank in 40k, but then Takamuto says grot tanks, and I agree.
Nah, the grot tanks are fun.
That's just 100%. Just a fact.
I know. A little part of me was like, maybe you should try oils for this project, and I'm like, nah, I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. This is hard.
GNBQ tips. Getting better dreams for Nick money.
Nice.
But my dreams are so nice. What's wrong with my dreams?
Ratstail91, Bugman's Glow plus Cadian Flesh might work for flesh color. It will. I mean, I want every single one of them to have a different flesh color. Maybe this one, it just looks so bad. Maybe I'll put this one to the side and I'll try another one. And I'll try maybe... Something that worked before was when I kind of simplified the whole process. And I used contrast paints and dry brushing. So let me try to maybe do something like that. It seems like when I relinquish control, sometimes things work out.
Lucky Bat, one of those videos where they surprise the kids with a trip to Disney World, but it's a trip to Warhammer World, and it's adult nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like kind of annoyed. They're like, I have to take off of work now. Like, yeah. It's like, no. We got you fired, so now you don't have to go to work. Warhammer World. Warhammer World.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to go to Warhammer World with 100% 3D printed army.
And have them be like, no.
And then I'll film the whole thing, and I'll go insane while I'm there.
Yeah.
And then I'll post it online, and people will come to like my defense. And yeah, we'll probably get like 1 million views on the video.
Yeah.
CWQ, we got you fired from your self-employed YouTuber job. It took a lot of work.
It did. You had to contact Google.
And
Had to make some false emails.
You do what? You paint a what? I don't get it.
Yeah, Google has never heard of us.
No. Exactly.
Cute Mochi, bolt pistol or plasma pistol? If it's kill team,
Plasma.
always plasma pistol. In regular 40k, always plasma pistol, unless I guess you don't have the points for it. Then probably bolt pistol.
There you have it.
Bucket Pony, been playing guard since 2000, and I want to start a new army. I'm stuck between orcs and Eldar. Which should I get? Orcs. Orcs just got a whole bunch of new stuff. Eldar are never gonna get new stuff. No, they probably will one day, but not seemingly not soon.
Lazy Bum, go with a buddy to Warhammer with a couple of Infinity armies. That would be hilarious. Just bring a different game. They'd be like, oh, whoops, I thought this was Warhammer. Cute Moshi, familiar from Gene Stealer Cult or Grotz?
Gene Stealer Cult.
No. No. Jeez. How dare you be so wrong on stream? In front of all these people.
Blaholtzen, I wonder if the lack of relevant influencers are the reason Eldar are so left behind. I think I definitely don't think influencers play really any role in anything. I think
relevant
it's probably
influences. I don't know if it's. I don't know what that means though.
Yeah. I think it's probably just that they're just elves and they're not as exciting. People probably don't play them as much as other factions. They're less like they're harder to copyright because elves. Everything in the world has elves in it.
Santa,
yeah, Santa has elves. I mean, what you gonna send Santa a cease and desist?
I mean, that's something pretty wild.
But I think that the Eldar will get a big old range refresh and they'll become somewhat more popular. I mean, it's a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy because, nobody collects Eldar because the models are old and ugly. Nobody buys Eldar because the models are old and ugly, so they don't want to put money into Eldar because no one buys them. And so the Eldar models continue to be old and ugly. But one day, for sure.
How do you really feel about them?
I think the Warwalker's cool. That's about it.
Yep. There you have it, folks. Jay hates the Eldar and wishes they would just go away. They just suck so much and they're horrible. I like Harlequins.
Harlequins are cool. They're unique.
Mm-hmm. They should only have Harlequins.
Exactly.
Tristan Lee, plus one of the Games Workshop's rumor mill images is unmistakably a new avatar of Kane. Interesting. I hope it's not.
It'd be hilarious if one day the rumor mill photo is just the whole model. And they're like, we hope that you can guess what this might be.
I wonder if do people usually get them right?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't really look at Bella Lost Souls or Spiky Bits anymore, and so I don't see that sort of stuff. I know it's on Warhammer, but I don't click on those either. Because I know it'll eventually just come out, and I can look at it then.
Yes.
I don't know. The hype doesn't have much effect on me. Because I'm like, I bet they'll continue to come out with models that I think are really cool, and I'll want to buy them, and they'll continue to come out with models that I think are and I don't.
Well, there you're wrong, because they all are bad now. They only make bad models.
That's true. Anthony Brown, you could make a nice Wraith Knight army, but all of the aspects need updates. The Wraith Knight stuff is pretty cool. Harkins Aquatics, the Forge-Rolled Eldar are the best models in the range. Yeah, the Ghost guys, those are pretty badass.
Those are good.
Tristan Lee, also, liking the Warwalker is the biggest hot take I've ever heard in terms of Eldar. What? That model's great. You must not like mechs. Ratstail91, I wish there was room for player-created factions. I mean, there is. You can always do whatever you want. But if you need Games Workshop to come out with the faction that you make yourself, yeah, it's going to be a while.
Grots. Grots only.
Yeah, like if you, like, I know, I forget the name of the company, but there is a company out there making sci-fi dinosaurs. You could buy that and then figure out which rules you like the best and then make a count as, and it'd be amazing.
Right. But otherwise, it's rather difficult.
Yeah. I know Arbiter Ian is currently working, he's a YouTuber, he's currently working on building his own Grot army. And he's or Squat army, sorry, not Grot. Squat army.
About to say, what the hell?
Captain Brinblood, if you were going to run models themed as Fraternus Militia, would you treat them like Imperial Guard for rules purposes? I have no idea what that is. But if it's a militia, probably the Guard. Lazy Bum, there are like 2 books about Eldar and 99 books about Space Marines. Exactly, as it should be.
Tristan Lee, I like mechs. I do not like that mech. It is so inarticulate that you have to chop it up to have a halfway dynamic pose.
I mean, it's just 2 little leggies. I feel like you don't need to chop that much up.
Sounds like you need to chop up the whole thing.
Yeah. And the legs are actually pretty darn posable. And Jay is also wrong.
I mean, I've been saying that for years. Kimoshi, best 40k HQ.
God, I don't know. Whichever. All of them. None of them.
Gazgul.
Gazgul. Yeah. I really like. I think not Dante. Mephiston. I think Mephiston is the best Space Marine. I think he's the best looking Space Marine model. The new Primaris one.
Mm-hmm. Lazy Bum, Jay's favorite has to be Helbrecht. It's the law.
That's true. But I like Helbrecht. I like the new Helbrecht. The old Helbrecht was okay, but it had baby boy legs.
I like only the old one.
Mm-hmm.
The new one sucks compared to that one.
Yeah.
Do people say that? Are people online saying that?
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty wild. Can you imagine being that wrong?
Mm-hmm. Ratstail91, I love a holy faction to counter the demons made up of Bayonetta-style angels. Cool idea or not? Yeah, I mean, you could probably, if you went to maybe Wargames exclusive, or not Wargames exclusive, Raging Heroes would probably have you covered for Bayonetta-looking models, and then you probably just run them as Grey Knights, because they're the anti-demon army. You can maybe do Sisters of Silence, but God, I still don't think that's a real army. Even if you run them alongside Custodians, it's not a real army.
And there you have it, folks.
The tricky thing I'm having with glazing it's pooling a little, and pooling is kind of the opposite of what I want. So the color is really, really vibrant in the creases, and I want the creases to be in shadow and the vibrant spots to be on the top. That's just going to require more paint, because I certainly don't want these to have a clean look.
You want them to be dirty?
I want them to be dirty.
Interesting.
Sim the Sloth, guard conscripts. Yeah! I know it used to be a thing, like, everyone was taking conscripts because they were incredibly points efficient. I think you saw that a lot in the 7th edition. Carlos Jaubert, it's sad that the reason for the state of Eldar is IP stuff. I mean, it's all just speculation. But, yeah, I also feel like elves... Are elves that popular? I feel like elves are like the least popular of all of the fantasy stuff. Most people like fantasy humans because relatability, and then some people like dwarves, most people like dragons, a lot of people like orcs. Fairies are kind of fun. No one likes the elves.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Daily Bear, the Stormcast Annihilators kit has chestplate that is the face of a bear. Can't wait to kit bash a chapter master for my Chicago Bears Space Marine Army with it. Sweet! That sounds like the perfect combination.
Mm-hmm. Monitor, based on the rumors that have been coming true, Eldar are getting their range refreshed next year.
I don't believe in any rumor. There's been rumors for the entire time I've been in the hobby, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. What we really need is a man on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Green and Blue Productions, it's a meme that everyone hates the elves. That said, Vulcans from Star Trek are beloved. Yeah, but the Vulcans aren't elves. I mean, they have pointy ears, but they're not elves.
Actually, they're not elves.
Did everyone learn Vulcan, or did they learn Klingon as a language? Or was it both? I don't remember.
I learned English.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
I watched TNG, so I didn't really get much Vulcan action. I didn't watch the original series. Although Spock makes quite a few appearances in TNG. He's kind of a cool guy.
Mm-hmm. Blaholzen. Klingon is the one for the language nerds. So there you have it.
You know, I like Commander Worf a lot. I was never much for the Klingon episodes. I always felt like their society was so bad. It didn't deserve the respect it was shown in the show. Just literally nothing can be accomplished because of honor and warfare and duty and murder and violence. And I'm like, how did you people invent faster than light space travel?
That sounds like here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really liked the episode where they reincarnated their god. That was cool. Like,
sounds pretty lame to me.
Like in their culture, they have a Jesus myth where Jesus will return. And so some faction of the Klingon culture decides that through the power of cloning, that was what was really meant by their religion. And so they bring their god back through cloning, and it's kind of an awesome episode. Really, I mean, Star Trek is pretty awesome. Not every episode is awesome, but a lot of the episodes are really cool. I like this color a lot. I think I'm gonna paint 2 of them like this. I'm just mixing colors to get a nice little palette going, because I do want every lady to be a little different shade.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy Bum, Jay's biased against Klingons. Exactly.
Jeez.
Daniel Thompson, Deep Space Nine was the best series. I'll get around to it eventually. Cute Mochi, coolest weapon in Warhammer. I like the plasma pistol. I like the good old-fashioned plasma pistol, the PP.
Mm-hmm. I currently am really enjoying in Kill Team the rocket launcher.
Oh god, the rocket launcher.
It's woo! I've got some fun stuff with that. It's like the only weapon that does anything.
I love that the orcs. I hope that always, no matter how many editions of Kill Team there is, orcs are always going to have one weapon that's just a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Last edition, it was the Combi Scorcha.
You could shoot it twice. For 1 point, you could shoot it twice. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. Harkins Aquatics, what models are these?
These are Sisters of Battle Repentia.
Mm-hmm.
New plastics, and I think that they are going to play very well in Kill Team. The only problem with them is they don't have guns, but you know what? They hit really good in close combat, so maybe they don't even need guns.
I played against a couple of them because of Amanda's Kill Team, and they're pretty rough.
I'm hoping that 10 is a good number to take, because that is 2 fire teams which makes 1 full Sisters of Battle kill team of these ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love close combat in Kill Team. I think it's really, really fun mechanic, and so I want to do more of it. And so I'm building a lot of kill teams that emphasize close combat.
Yep.
It's almost like I'm playing a game to its strengths so that I enjoy it more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My strategy for defeating the Repentia in this last game was if I can shoot them and just get them down a little bit in health, and then if I charge them and then do because
Yeah.
if I charge them, and I only have to do 1 round of fighting, essentially, I win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I did the last time. Because that fighting's brutal, and you want to make sure that they're that they're not going to survive it.
Although what I love about Kill Team, or new Kill Team's combat system is, if the attacker rolls poorly and the defender rolls well, the tides can really turn.
Yes, they can. I know. Yeah, you gotta hope. Because you could just whiff it all. You really could. Or you could just get 6s all the time. Can you imagine getting 6s all the time?
Oh, I can't, but I know someone who can.
I know. We need to get so good at the game, it doesn't even matter that he gets 6s all the time.
Green and Blue Productions, Klingons go through phases. Most of the time, scientists have honor. Yeah, but you don't see that in TNG. I bet if you in later shows they do that, because otherwise Klingons just make no sense whatsoever. I mean, we see a scientist in TNG, and like she's like got like PTSD from getting bullied by the other Klingons, because she's a lowly scientist, not a bloodthirsty warrior.
Jeez, what a loser.
Spartan Sheep. The Trouble with Tribbles will always be the best episode in all of Star Trek. That's an original series episode, I think. Good old Kirk and Spock. Anthony Brown, Stormbolter. Stormbolter is a very, very cool gun. Andy Crimson, Repentia are total glass cannons, and I love them. They can absolutely destroy anything on the charge. Not sure how they are in Kill Team, though. In Kill Team, it definitely seems like if they can attack you, they will win, or they'll do some serious, serious damage. Their weapons have a special ability called Reap, where if 2 enemies are unlucky enough to be close together, your attacks can hit them both. But and since you can take advantage of conceal orders, you can kind of run around the battlefield in relative safety without being able to be gunned off the board.
That's very true.
Casey on the Bait. Would it be possible to play Kill Team on an indoor map? Yeah, absolutely. I know there's a lot of game types. One that's pretty famous is called Zone Mortalis, which is where you're fighting in close maze-like corridors. But yeah, you just have to create a map with a lot of walls. Flimbo the Dude, I got an airbrush. This thing is rad. Tiring, but rad. Vampy, Sisters of Battler OP. You're not allowed to hit girls, so how do you beat them?
Damn! I didn't even think about that. That's yeah, jeez. I'm so mean. Anthony Brown, are Reavers good in Kill Team?
Not really. They're kind of overshadowed by Assault Intercessors. Let me just take a real quick look. Drop box.
Lucas Erickson, Reavers are kind of bad in my experience. Interesting.
Adeptus Astartes, Infiltrators, and Cursors, Reavers. Their bolt carbine is what you'd expect. Just a bolter. Their combat knife, they get 5 attacks, hitting on 3 ups, 3/4 damage. Yeah, they're just kind of alright. You would never take the carbine, because if you're going to take the carbine, you might as well take Incursors. And if you took the combat knife, Then they're just assault intercessors. Do they have any special abilities? It doesn't look like they do. Maybe they have some special gear. Equipment. They can take a smoke grenade, which is kind of fun. But something that wants to be in close combat probably doesn't want to take smoke grenade as much as the shootier ones. Reaver's shock grenades. They have their own special grenade. The shock grenade's pretty bad. You can take away an action points from people in a 6-inch bubble, but it's only on a 4-up, and you can only use it once.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah.
It's also kind of hard to do.
Yeah, so every game you'd get a 50-50 to try to take away action points. Yeah. I mean, if there's really not much different from Assault Intercessors, so if you really like the look of Reavers, I would probably take them over Assault Intercessors. I already own Assault Intercessors, so that's why I took an Intercessor team. Although I'm really looking forward to Incursors. Those Space Marines look really good. Green and Blue Productions, Primarch, Celestine, and Kill Team? Probably not, because they're mega powerful characters versus, like, infantry.
Commando Grat. Commando Grat. Top on Grat.
Lazy bum. Nobody likes Reavers. I like the look of Reavers, but no, they kind of are in an awkward spot where they don't really have a great place. Especially with Infiltrators and Incursors coming into the game, so now they're not even the good deployment models.
Yeah, now they're just garbage.
Yeah, they're in a weird spot. Also, they're an elite choice, which seems crazy because the elite slot has some amazing units in it, and it also has like scouts and it literally has most units in it, which is a big frustration for me in Big 40k. Is the elite slot is just the everything we couldn't figure out, everything we think doesn't quite fit into another slot is in the elite slot. Is it a tank? Yeah, put it in the elite slot. Is it a vehicle? Put it in the elite slot. Is it an HQ? Put it in the elite slot. Is it a troop choice? Put it in the elite slot. Oh, it moves really, really fast? It sounds like it's a elite choice.
Jay Clark, how are Nurgle in Kill Team working on a team of them because I had them but haven't played with them yet?
Oh, they look so good. They look so crazy good. I know some people don't seem to like the Poxwalkers, and the Poxwalkers, they're not the most amazing thing in the world, but boy, having a kill team that is 11 models, and 3 of those models are Space Marines, that seems pretty good. I mean, you're 3 Space Marines who have disgustingly resilient, so they're incredibly hard to kill, and then you just let the Poxwalkers run amok on the battlefield. They seem really good. I have a team, and I'm excited to play them, because I could totally see them being a little bit busted. You can take a kill team of either 5 Plague Marines or 3 Plague Marines and 8 Poxwalkers.
Can Harlequin still just ignore terrain?
I think so.
Amazing.
I know I've been for some reason I've been investigating a lot of making different kill team rosters and kill teams, and I think I've discovered I really want to try out a Greenskins kill team that is 10 Gretchen and 4 Ludas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be wild.
And what's hilarious is Gretchen can't take they can't take equipment. So literally your Ludas are going to be armed to the teeth with grenades and special stuff.
That's pretty funny.
Like you've basically got the A team and then 10 chaff units. And what's great is Gretchen have general activation 2, so you're not even giving your opponent extra drops. It's a kill team of 14 models with only 9 activations. Cute Mochi, big shooter or rocket launcher? Probably rocket launcher. Gives you a chance at cracking armor. Whereas the big shooter is just a gun that's a little better that's gonna miss.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That was my whole life in regular old kill team before this one that's out now. Yep.
I remember I ran like a joke list of greenskins and old kill team that was 9 orcs with big shooters. And I thought, this is hilarious. I'm literally going to roll like 30 dice in the shooting phase. It still wasn't good.
No. Yeah, it didn't quite work out.
Andy Crimson.
Hard.
I feel like the problem with elites could be remedied by having them be an expansion of a category as opposed to a standalone category, i.e. troops versus elite troops, fast attack versus elite fast attack. You know what? That probably wouldn't be a bad way of doing it. And what would be kind of cool is if you had to fulfill something before you're allowed to bring an elite. So like you have to bring a normal troop if you want to bring an elite troop. You have to bring a single fast attack in order to unlock the elite fast attacks. That could be a really cool way to do it. Iron Frenzy 217, do you have any advice for painting Aquillas? Yes, I do. I would say if you're gold or silver or whatever color you're going to paint them, and then apply a wash. But then, before you're done, do I have an Aquila near me? I don't. But, so the Aquila is made up of usually 2 rows of feathers, and I like to take some watered down black paints, and I run my brush along the edge of the feathers, and that helps to create kind of a distinction between each grouping of feathers. And I find that adds a lot of visual interest to the Aquila, because sometimes the Aquila, it's hard to make it really, really stand out. And so I think the more contrast you can put into it, the better. Takamoto, clowns have flip belts, so yes, they basically fly. I've played them. It's pretty fun. Cool. I know, I want to get some and I want to paint them, and it looks like they're going to be an absolute nightmare. I can't wait. Cute Mochi, chainsword or huge chopper? I mean, I think I'd go chainsword.
Jeez, lame. I mean, it's just like it's just like a little chainsaw.
Yeah.
It just makes a little.
I mean, I like these ladies' chainsaws because they're literally taller than they are.
That is true.
Green and Blue Productions, Tempestus Scions and Kill Team. Yep, they're there. They're a little bit worse than Space Marines, but you can also bring more of them than Space Marines. So it all kind of works out. Yeah.
It's another bubbly.
Cracking open a beer.
You know why? Because we're sponsored by Bubbly.
Yeah.
The most bubblicious drinks on this side of the Mississippi.
Bubbly.
Exactly. Nailed it. Oh my god. This is a really hard-hitting question. Christopher Riley, why a dislike?
Because you have to. I don't know. There's only dislikes, right? I don't think there's another option.
Yeah. It's either don't do anything or hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I choose hate.
Cute Mochi, plasma gun or Melta? Plasma gun. Cute Mochi, best flyer in 40k. You know, I have a beef with flyers in 40k. I don't think they help the game. I think they're just kind of annoying and they don't fit properly and they're too small. and the fly rules are awkward and obnoxious. So for me, I think I would probably just take flyers out of 40k, but they're here and they're not going anywhere. I think the best looking one is probably the first one, the Valkyrie, for the Imperial Guard. It's the only one that kind of feels correct, and it's also enormous. In 40k, usually vehicles are about half-sized so that they are playable on the tabletop. Flyers are like quarter-sized. But then they have to do weird things like enlarge in the cockpits and shrink the wings, and so flyers just look kind of awkward. Brother Beak, I want those bases. Well, they are it's a roller. It's a texture roller sold by Green Stuff World. It's a Spanish company. Very cool. Works like a charm.
Jason M, best faction in 40k, and why is it Tyranids?
It's the Tau. No, it's definitely not the Tau. Ugh.
Andy Crimson, if we traded our likes for dislikes, we'd almost have the same amount of dislikes as our most disliked stream. Wasn't it 104?
Probably.
Oh, God.
Let's get everybody stop what you're doing. Come and give the stream a dislike. And if you liked the stream by accident, because none of you liked it on purpose, you can just click and it'll switch. Dislike the stream. If you're here and you're enjoying the conversation and stuff, or watching me paint, I mean, then the least you could do is dislike the video to show your support.
Exactly. Yeah, and dislike us on Patreon too.
Yeah, go over there and subscribe, and then be like, "You guys suck." Subscribe for 12 months so you really know how much you suck.
Exactly. We have 99 dislikes.
And I would dislike 99 streams, and I would dislike 99 more.
Chicky Nugs, best I can do is a like.
Oh no! And I know we're not the most watched hobby stream, but I like to think that we must be the most disliked.
Oh yeah.
How would we not be?
I watched a Midwinter stream and there was no dislikes at all.
Exactly.
And then I disliked it.
What
just
a
so
loser.
That you won. Yeah. Jeez. Everyone go tell Midwinter he's a loser because he doesn't get dislikes on his streams. And say that we sent you.
Hey guys, why did I get a weird thing yesterday?
Whenever we say to have people go out of their way to do things that are ridiculous, nobody does it. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is really weird.
Jake Clark, I'm looking into starting sculpting for my bases. What would be a good place to start in terms of materials?
Milliput and Green Stuff are like the sculpting materials. Green Stuff does really, really well for rounder organic shapes or things where you want to sculpt it and then it's done. Milliput is really, really good for harder shapes because you can cut it, you can drill into it, you can sand it. So I would say they both have their place. I own both and I use both for lots of different applications. Milliput and Green Stuff.
And this stream is sponsored by Milliput and Green Stuff.
Yeah. Anthony Brown, what would you do with striking scorpions? I have metal ones painted, and I like them a lot. I only played them in main 40k. I'd probably paint them green.
There you go. I'd throw them out. Nah, they're really cool.
Kyle Seeley, do these models have the most creative use of the fleur-de-lis? I mean, probably. I really like that the base texture I have has a bunch of fleur-de-lises on it. It's almost like they knew.
Who's Elise?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Elise, does Ben have striking scorpions in his Eldar? Do you remember?
I something tells me no.
Yeah. Doesn't he only have the firemen?
He has the fire guys. I don't think he has swooping hawks. I don't know.
I mean, they're yeah.
He might have the old striking scorpions.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's old. It's metal.
Yeah, it's metal, but there's even older metal striking scorpions that are like worse than the metal than the other old metal striking scorpions.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Jason M, don't forget the Crayola stuff you use on the bases.
Yeah, Crayola Model Magic, soft squishy metallic material. That's what I use to give like some real height. It's a nice in between layer. Like if I do a lot of cork, it's nice to fill up the space in between cork. I also really like birch bark. You can get it at plant nurseries and stuff. Usually it's for plants like orchids that they need not dirt. I forget what the word for it is, but you plant them in like piles of moss and birch, or not birch bark, pine bark.
And
I need some, otherwise I can't base my orcs. I had a lovely bag of the stuff, but it ran out. And it's hard to buy online because I kind of need to see the chips and see if they're what I want and the right size.
Kyle Seeley, also, do these models have the most fit calves in all of 40k?
Yeah.
I would say so.
I mean, the Sisters of Battle are like peak humans. Every single one is just an absolute machine. You know, cardio is their passion, and they don't skip leg day. Let's just say they're in ketosis.
They eat their magic spoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they have for breakfast and for snacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a keto-friendly cereal. Also sponsors the stream. Cute Moshi, what's the cutest buddy in Warhammer?
There's a really good one in the Chaos Lord and Terminator armor. He's just a little fella holding a knife, and he's very cute.
Mm-hmm. The Grot Oiler's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ammo runt.
Aw, the little ammo runt. He's the 8 bullets he's carrying around is gonna be a big help.
Mm-hmm.
The lucky bat. Best bat in 40k? God, what models are bat-like in 40k? There really isn't. There's tons of bats and vampires in Age of Sigmar.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Beak, are those alternative Repentia models? What box are they out of? It's just normal. The normal ones, if you type in Repentia to Games Workshop, these pop up.
Holy cats.
Daniel Thompson, of all the hobby streams I watch, you're the onlyest.
Woo!
TK's 3D Prince, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Hell yeah.
Kyle Seeley, those other channels simply haven't witnessed the raw power of dislikes.
Exactly. This is why nobody watches Midwinter Mini streams.
Yeah.
Or Scott's.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's on Twitch. I don't think... Do they even have dislikes on Twitch? Jeez. They're behind the times.
Mm-hmm.
Jason M, the cutest buddy in Warhammer is an EOB stream.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right, all of my ladies now have a base coat, so I guess I'm going to make some washes. Let's try that. Ooh, maybe I'll do a little mixing and a little mashing.
Hashtag Discovery Stream.
It is, holy moly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this stream is also sponsored by the Discovery Channel, which is
It is.
Yeah, a lot of sponsors on this episode. That's because it's a longer stream.
Yeah.
Longer streams, a lot more sponsors.
Somehow I don't think I'll finish these ladies tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I think there's only been one stream where I finished a model in one go. I think it was Halloween.
Yep.
And it was just a one small model.
Mm-hmm. And it turned out really good.
It did. It really did. That was I think the very first time I ever used contrast paints.
Yeah, and you were not 100% sober.
No.
Allegedly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was a fun stream. A little bit of snake bite leather.
A little bit of snake bite leather.
Ooh, this is making it very yellow. We'll see what happens. Sons of Terra 92! Blood for the blood god!
I've been saying that for years.
Milk for the corn flakes!
Green and Blue Productions, you guys make me feel good about the dislikes I get. Which, to be fair, like and dislikes are the same to YouTube.
It is true.
Exactly.
Every time you're like, this video sucks, dislike, you help that video get promoted to probably one more person.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great is every time somebody puts out a terrible tutorial, then I click on it because it gets the most upvotes. Or because it gets the most downvotes.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some wild tutorials.
Oh, me too. I wish every time you put out someone put out a tutorial, it was like, hey, this is how to solve this problem in Adobe Photoshop 2013. That can vanish. That doesn't need to exist anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I've experienced that.
But then you're like, it's the only thing that really is exactly what I'm looking for, and then you watch it and you're like, I didn't need to watch that. Really, that hasn't been the site layout for a decade.
Right. I know. One time, this is very odd. I think in I don't know if anyone else experienced this last year. It's like when the pandemic started, like the YouTube algorithm started getting kind of weird, and so I started getting recommended videos from like 10 years ago. And videos like I already watched or I was aware of like 10 years ago. And I remember YouTube at the time was going through some big changes, and they were going to change the way that YouTube looked. And the way I guess the code name for this change was called Cosmic Panda. And so there's this old YouTube video on the YouTube official channel where they talked about Cosmic Panda. And it doesn't look like that at all anymore. I mean, that only existed for like a year because everyone hated it. But it was just hilarious that that video popped up for me in recommendations. It's very weird. But that, that's not a video that we need. That can be deleted right off.
You know what's a weird? Has anybody ever heard of the dead internet conspiracy?
Sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
It's that like 90% of all internet traffic is actually bots. And,
yes.
They showed off a thing where you know when you Google something and it says like, "Hey, we're showing you 9 of 1 billion things, 1 billion sites," and they say it doesn't. If you actually start clicking through the pages, there's not that many results. And I tried it, and it was true. I looked up Warhammer 40k, and it said there was 55 million results. And then on page 30, it was out of results. After 400 results. And I was like, that seems weird. I'm sure there's a reason. It was just interesting. Because it literally said, on every page except the last page, it said showing, these results of 55 million, and on the very last page it said showing results X of 400.
Because I know it's, as we all know, it's curated. So it's probably like they'll only need this.
Yeah.
People only go to these pages. Like I wonder if like 30 is the standard.
It might be. I tried it with some other things, and it seemed a little like it was always around 30 to 70 pages.
Interesting.
It's a fun conspiracy, though. It's really cool.
It's a fun conspiracy. I mean, it's not. It's not a conspiracy on certain websites like Twitter.
Yeah.
I think on Twitter, most of it is bots. I know there's like some sort of crazy thing where, like, 90% of the content that comes from Twitter is only done by like 5 or 10% of the people that are on it. That's pretty crazy. That's not very many people.
Yeah.
And it's all robots. That's what I think. Power Surge Jay, I know you got rid of your MDF terrains. Is there a reason why you dislike them? I ask because I'm really growing interest in them.
I don't have anything against MDF terrain. I didn't get rid of any MDF terrain. Plastic and 3D printed stuff tends to look better in my opinion. I think I bought a weird selection of MDF terrain where some of it is way too simple and then some stuff is way too complex. I probably missed all of the the 2x terrain. Jake Clark, you should paint a squad of Gretchen. You can complete a whole unit in one stream. I kind of doubt it. Gretchen take a little bit of work to paint.
They got a lot of little parts.
Yeah. Sons of Terra, Wargames exclusive, has some dope alternative Repentia. Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing. DKs are Prince. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Oh, yeah, we do. Skin is hard to paint. Luckily, these ladies don't have a lot of skin showing.
Very true. They have none. Looking at these War Game exclusive models.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I like that you can buy them with boobies out or a tiny piece of cloth covering the nipples.
That's pretty fun. I like this ass shot where there's just a thong.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorites.
Technically, according to the lore, they should be completely naked because somebody wrote that one day.
Someone left a review. Amazing sculpts, as detailed as they are in the pictures. Neat packaging and barely anything, needed to do barely anything to make them ready for painting.
It's all true. The Wargames exclusive models I've bought have all been immaculate.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, yeah, these ones are more more naked.
You could say that they're bare naked ladies.
This is true.
DK City Prince. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Lazy Bum. When is Jay going to paint Sergeant Castus? Who the heck is Sergeant Castus? I don't know. Tomorrow.
Isn't that the one that you have to spend a bunch of money on the website to get?
I mean, they do a new model like that constantly. Who cares?
But you need it for the game.
You don't. You literally can't play with it. I mean, it's a sergeant on a 40mm base.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeants are on 32s. Somebody made a really great meme with a Rick and Morty episode where Jerry is in Jerry Daycare, and it's people being like, $250 to get this model? That's outrageous. I won't pay that. And then it's the nice receptionist alien saying, "Okay, dear, that was always an option."
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Lazy Bum, aren't most of those third-party models just pornified versions of existing models?
Yep.
Yeah, especially them.
Yeah. They also have some fun like pop culture versions. They have some Star Warsy ones.
And don't even get me started about the naked orcs.
For some reason, they don't really have sexified orcs.
They don't. Yeah,
weirdly, they have sexified Necrons. Which are surprisingly popular. I see them all over the place. It's hard to do sexy Necrons because it's just regular Necrons with, like, literal orbs for boobies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the orc stuff is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think they got their foot in the door with people with the pinups, and now they're moving into just really, really cool alternative sculpts.
Yes, which is honestly really, really smart.
Yeah,
it's kind of the only way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to do it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're gonna start making sexy terrain.
Yeah.
All the terrain is gonna be naked.
Q Mochi, Jay, what's your favorite battle report channel? I don't know. I don't like battle reports. I don't like any battle reports out there.
Bam.
I mean, there's a bunch of battle reports that are excellent. I mean, 40k in 40 minutes, but I don't like them. I don't like battle reports. They're boring.
Mm. What about the Warhammer Plus battle reports?
Oh my god. They're real boring. I mean, they're exactly correct. They're good battle reports, but
I would say they're perfect if you're a tournament player, because you will learn the rules and the exact way to play from the people that made the game, which is nice.
No, I can't use that color. It's too yellow. This lady's gonna look jaundiced, like she's a drinker.
She is a drinker, though.
Maybe that's why she had to join the Repentia. Jason M. I've heard some complaints about MDF terrain as it's plain looking and lacks texture. It takes extra work to make look good. I mean, you haven't seen the terrain I'm talking about. I mean, obviously you could add tons, but if I'm going to add tons, why not just 3D print something that's awesome? And I'm not saying all MDF terrain is bad, but I'm just saying that that 3D printing it seems like a pretty epic option for miniature wargaming terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Brown, you think you could finish an Intercessor squad in one stream? No, I think it would take me at the very least. I think I could probably crank out a squad in 5 hours. I don't know if I can go faster than an hour a mini. I don't know if I'm capable. Captain Brynblood. To be fair, there is a Repentia on the cover of the old Witch Hunters Codex on the side, which is a near naked but clearly not sexual. Yeah, I know that art. I mean, I feel like that's these ladies. I mean, they're not very porny. They're wearing clothes a little. But yeah, the Repentia, they're obviously not about the nakedness. They're about the repentance. They run around with chainswords to either reclaim their honor or die.
Power Surge, what MDF terrain do you own? Got a name for us to Google?
It was something from Etsy. Some of it is the company that is sold by Cromlech. It's not Cromlech's company though. It's also sold on their website. I forget the name of it.
If you go look up our the Pile of Shame video, which is called Mo Models Mo Problems, I believe you say it in there. Sam Kitts, is this the start of your Sisters of Battle army or painting up for a new kill team?
It's a kill team, but it'll probably expand into a whole army because I really do like the Sisters of Battle. I bought this paint to work as to try out to see if I can come up with a paint scheme for a whole Sisters of Battle army, and then I spilt the main color.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wash out. I'm gonna have to wring out this sponge after the stream.
Yep.
So it's definitely going to be a very good crash course in painting skin.
Woo!
Nothing 117. Hey Jay. Hey stream. Hey Nick.
I'm Nick. We're stream.
The Juicy John. Got a lot of paint on my Ghost Arc tonight. It's almost finished. Can't wait to send it into the EOB complete. Nice.
Ooh. Do it.
Iron Frenzy 217. My thoughts on the new Sergeant. Why do we need another Primaris Ultramarine model? Well, I mean, maybe it's not for you though.
What?
It's always. I mean, and this isn't what you said, but I just want to hop on my soapbox for a second. My least favorite criticism of things is no one asked for this, because that just means you don't want it. Like, you don't speak for everybody. Maybe someone who is gonna spend, I don't know, what is it, $800 in the Games Workshop web store, would think it'd be cool to get one generic ass Primaris Marine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna go yucking anybody's yum just because it's a Space Marine, and people would be pissed if it wasn't a Space Marine, because honestly, Space Marine players don't care. But like if a Necron unit or if an Orc came out and like nobody was gonna get it, Orc players would be pissed. But Space Marines are like, yeah, I already have 500 Space Marines, so I can deal with missing out on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy Bum, hey Jay, can you recommend some chain to use on Black Templar models? Oh boy, that is a hard one. I had good luck from some jewelry chain from Michael's Arts and Crafts. I think that's probably what I would recommend is go to an arts and crafts store. That way you can physically touch the chain to see if it's the correct size. I recently placed another order from Green Stuff World, and I bought what chain was available. I think it's like 1mm and 2mm, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes the listed size is how big the wire is, and sometimes the listed size is how big the loops are. It's really hard to buy chain online. I would do your best to try to find something in person. But I definitely like the look of real chain glued onto miniatures. Every time Games Workshop sculpts on chain, it always kind of ends up a little bit too blocky and flat. Because it kind of has to be.
It's not, yeah, because it's not real.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
I know a few people were sad that the new Black Templar kits, the new Black Templar custom kit, didn't have a bunch of chained on weapons, and I think that's fine because I think doing it yourself looks way better than the old or the new chained on weapons.
Mm.
It's just kind of something that cast models just can't quite do. But you know what? It's not that hard to just wrap some chain, a little drop of super glue, bunga bunga, bunga bum.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. If you can find the right chain, which is a little bit of trouble. But once you find the chain you like, you know, keep that in the old memory banks. Save it for later.
Moxitron, people getting mad at something they can't control. But you know what you can control? The stream picks if you join the EonsOfBattle Patreon.
Yeah.
The patrons decided on these Repentia.
They did.
But if you were part of the Patreon, you could have picked something else.
You could have.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
you didn't because you didn't join because you're a loser. But you could become not a loser if you join.
Yeah.
And if you better join quick, or else our Patreon's gonna go away or something. FOMO.
Yep. We only have 20,000 patron slots available.
Exactly. That'd be hilarious. That'd be just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Burnt Toast, are you gonna get the new Black Templar Army box?
No.
Nah.
It's cool though, and I'll definitely pick up the models that come in it later.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them. I think I'll definitely get the generic Marshal. I'll definitely get Grimaldus. I'll definitely get the guy I can't ever remember the name of. I'll definitely get the Emperor's Champion because then I'll have all the Emperor's Champion models that have ever been made. And it'll be nice for my collector brain. Like, hey, you got the whole set. Green and Blue Productions for Battle Reports, Mini Wargaming, Tabletop Titans are really good for Games Workshop games. Oh yeah, the problem isn't the quality of people's videos. The problem is I am bored by watching people push models and roll dice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's fun when I do it. It's not for me. It's not fun when I'm watching someone else do it.
This is true. Power Surge, Patreon Fridays voice chat is so good. You guys missing out. This is also true.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys ever?
Mm-hmm. You can actually call into the stream and chat with us. And it's a big old free-for-all, which is fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right, how are these people looking? They're okay.
Lazy bum. Battle reports need commentators shouting the 40k equivalent of goal.
Oh, beat Gone. Is that guy in jail yet?
Probably. The problem though is it's not as exciting as sports.
Yeah. Ooh, and he rolled the first of thousands of rolls he's gonna roll today.
And sometimes they're exciting. Like if it hinges, like something happening hinges on a dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Usually no. Bap.
Green Blue Productions, new record, 111 dislikes. Nice.
It's actually 114 now.
Sweet.
Although 28 likes, which is complete and utter bullshit. And I'll say it, and I don't care.
TK Studio Prints, 3D print the chains. Ah, that would be a really cool print test. 3D printing very small chain.
Mm-hmm.
Power Surge, go to Walmart's jewelry bead section in the artist aisle. Giga cheap chains. Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Wargames exclusive has this insane. It's called "Make Love, Not War Goblins."
Ah,
Have you seen that one? And it's
No.
one of them has angel wings, and the other one is in a heart-shaped cake. It's like coming out of the cake.
huh.
It's odd.
Daniel
very
Bear, what army would Joe Rogan play? Joe Rogan would never play in a million years, but
Yeah, because all of his models would melt in the sauna.
yeah. God, I don't know. He's a muscly
Custodes.
dude. Custodes, yeah, Custodes.
Yeah. He would play if he wouldn't play 40k. Maybe he'd play Age of Sigmar, and he'd play Gloomspike Gets because of all the mushroom imagery.
Ah.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kino Canones, Jay is looking more and more like a Bond villain, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bond. You know, I haven't seen that many James Bond movies. I think I've seen all of the Daniel Craig movies, but that's it.
Not the newest one.
No, not the newest one.
So you just lied to us.
That's true.
How dare you? Jesus
As of
Christ.
2016, I had seen all of them.
Yep. I don't know. I've seen one of them, and I don't care. Who cares?
They're kind of
Who
fun.
cares?
I feel like they're not as much fun as the Indiana Jones movies.
No.
Although I haven't seen the old ones. The new ones feel a little bit too generic. I feel like they don't make tongue-in-cheek movies anymore. Every movie is real serious business.
It's full of teeth and biceps.
Remember when Indy would just get in a fight with a really big guy in the middle of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's cliched now.
But everything's gonna be cliche because there's a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm. Burnt Toast, how much do you think you've spent on chaplains? I don't know. I have like 10. I got almost all of them, though, like secondhand.
Ah, Tiki Studio Prince, old Indiana Jones movies are on Netflix at the moment.
Oh, really?
But is it for us too?
That's a good question.
Let's see. I gotta see. No.
No.
You can get it on DVD. Unless I really spelled it wrong. Oh yeah, or you could, as TK Studio Prince, VPN it for the UK. You could do that as well. Yep, but it's nope. Unfortunately. Moxitron, that's why the older Bond films are good. Cheesy lines. We'll have to, maybe we'll just have to watch them.
Ooh, Deep Dark 30s. Catachan, you fuck! Yeah, Joe Rogan will play Catachan.
There you go. Jeez. And because you said that, I just realized I was in Top Chat this whole time, so I was just missing...
It's entirely possible he would play Catachans.
I get it. I was just thinking, I was looking at Netflix because it's open right now, and I see it has like the top 10 in the U.S., and I was thinking, like, why doesn't it have, like, top 10 overall? But then I realized that there's probably some shows in other countries that aren't in the U.S., and they can't show them all. Like, it couldn't show a world... You can't show a worldwide if some of the shows aren't in the U.S.
That's entirely possible.
Exactly. Although it seems like all the top 10 are, for some reason, Netflix shows. Except for one of them, Titanic. People are watching Titanic a bunch, apparently. And then there's something with a baby. It's like there's like a little kid show with a baby.
I think that Korean movie was pretty popular too. It's some sort of it's a rip-off of Battle Royale, which also I think is Korean.
I don't know. Are you talking about Squid Game?
Yeah.
It's a Netflix show.
Is it a show or a movie? If it's a movie, I'm down. If it's a show, I'm not.
It's a show.
God damn it.
It says one season.
It seems like simple. I don't like shows. You don't have to have a simple concept. A simple concept is brilliant in a movie. Get in, get out. It's probably really good, but I would be like, you know what? I could scratch out 2, 40-minute time periods for me to watch a thing. I can't do like many hours to watch a show. Come on now.
If I'm watching a show and I stop mid-episode, I never go back. And I have many examples of me stopping mid-episode and I just never go back. That's what happened with God, what's the show that everybody likes?
Breaking Bad.
That I don't like. No. Oh, that actually did. It happened with Breaking Bad, and it happened with BoJack Horseman. Like, stop mid-episode. She's like, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna go do something else, and I just never went back. I was really far in Breaking Bad too. As I'm like the second to last season. I don't know why. Just didn't feel like it. And now I don't know the story anymore. I have to go watch the whole thing again.
It was actually the wife was making the meth all the time. It was a wild twist. It was actually the baby. Burnt Toast. I'm trying to paint 3,500 points of World Eaters before next Saturday for a game. I mean, that's an apocalyptic game. 3,500 points. Mm-hmm. Steve, what method did you use for the green stuff world roller base texture? I rolled it on. I squished the milliput onto the base, and then I rolled the roller on top, and then I waited for it to dry, and then I sanded the excess off. I think I probably could have done it. It was my first try, and there's definitely I left a little bit to be desired. I think on a second try, I would have done a better job. On some of these, I accidentally let there be a little bit of a void in between the base and the top part. And also I sanded the bases with like 150 grit sandpaper. I probably should have gone one finer to really smooth it, but I don't really care. Lucky Bat. Chappie is on Netflix right now. I love Chappie.
Yeah, but only Netflix UK. I don't know.
Oh, Chappie. That movie got savaged when it came out in theaters.
I mean, we watched it together. I mean, you watched it a bunch, but I watched it with you again, and I thought it was really fun.
Yeah,
it was good, like really good.
I know. One of my favorite YouTubers, the Red Letter Media guys, they don't really give ratings, but they just say they give recommendations, and they recommended it to no people. One weird thing is a lot of people really hated not the bad guys, but the goons.
I understand.
Yeah. But
I mean, I think that they're fun, but
yeah,
I understand that. I could see people that aren't fun at all or they're a little off-putting.
A lot of people were mad that the nerd doesn't have as much to do in the movie, like the nerdy guy who invents Chappie. Because that was the hero people wanted. And I guess, but I don't know. He's just a nerd. Just a nerdy guy. Like clearly the protagonists are the goons.
I always hate when people are like, "Well, the movie should be like this way."
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. So deal with the way it is.
It should have been that way.
It's like, okay, well, you should go direct your own movie.
What's really sad though is that the director who did Chappie, Neil Blomkamp. Literally, he is a wonderful director, and everything he makes flops horribly, and then later on, it finds an audience.
Yep.
And that's literally the worst thing, because then he just doesn't get to do anything.
Which I believe that's how you make the most money and get the most projects, right?
Yeah. And Crimson. Battle Royale is Japanese. Yeah, I should have known that. Tickets for Prince. I made a mistake. All on Amazon Prime. All the Indiana Jones films are there to watch. Ooh,
jeez. You just lied to us.
Sam Kits. I want them to add Katachan to Kill Team. I feel like they would be perfect for that game. I mean, you could use Katachan models for a guard team, or you could use Katachan models for a veteran guardsman kill team. Because it's not the rules that came with the not Chalnath, the other one, not Indomitus. Octeris. Oh god, the names. The rules aren't for they're not for Death Corps of Krieg, they're for veteran guardsmen. So that's kind of your ticket to use whatever models you want. Daniel Thompson, the real meth was the friends we made along the way. Jason M. Chappie is RoboCop meets Johnny 5. Yeah, a little bit. TK City Prince, District 9 was good. They are doing another one. Oh my goodness, I hope not. I mean, they might be able to do a really good job with it. I feel like District 9 is just a really good open and shut book. Kino Quinones, if I don't see a squat kill team by this time next year, I will sue Games Workshop. Do it.
Well, you're gonna be suing Games Workshop.
Yeah. I think Necromunda is probably about the only place we're gonna see squats.
Oh my god. They have George Carlin. They have a George Carlin special on Prime, which is kind of fun. It's hard. It's kind of hard to find George Carlin specials.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have nothing. I mean, they have tons of stuff, but nothing that I care about. Tropic Thunder. You can watch that.
Oh, I love Tropic Thunder.
You can watch Justin Bieber Our World, which is an Amazon original movie. Probably about Justin Bieber doing stuff. So that's interesting.
Jason M., the main characters in Chappie are the band Diant Word. I said that wrong. Diant Wood? I think it's Diant Wood. I said Diant Word and somebody got mad at me. But I actually do like their music. They're kind of cool. I saw them live at Rio Fest. Ninja was just wearing briefs, and people were holding their phones up for him to take selfies.
Amazing.
Nice. And yeah, and the Diant Wood music is in the film.
TK Studio Prince. The Indiana Jones isn't on Prime either.
Oh no!
At least not for us. I don't know if they have a weird thing too, but you can watch it with a Paramount Plus subscription. Isn't that fun? Because there's a bunch of different pluses now.
Jason M. Ninja grabbed a person's phone, shoved it in his underwear, and rubbed it around, and then passed it back. People stopped holding up their phones after that. Yeah, those guys,
Yeah.
Ninja and Yolandi, are pretty intense. Monsieur D'Antverd. Okay. I know in one of their music videos, Ninja is he is a paraplegic that murdered someone. They're very shocking artists.
Mm-hmm. Antonio, wait, this is neither orc nor chaplain. What is happening? I'm getting scared.
Oh no! Whatever shall we do? Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Which streaming platform has Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. Does Disney own it?
Probably, I don't know. Hanna-Barbera? Does
Yeah,
Hanna-Barbera have a streaming service?
Hanna-Barbera Plus, obviously.
Oh, of course. That's ridiculous. It's actually Hanna-Barbera Prime.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting.
Jason M. Their stage art was a bunch of penis balloons. Sounds
Good.
about right.
I like that.
Regulus22, Netflix has the new Scoob movie in Australia. Are there no movies in America?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's Seinfeld.
I
don't know if I completely understand the stuff with the rights, especially if VPNs are so easy.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here, folks?
What's the deal with VPNs?
Exactly.
George! Kramer!
Yep. Jeez, I remember when Seinfeld, because Seinfeld was originally on Netflix for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because that's where you watched it.
Yeah.
And then I remember it went away, and it went somewhere else, and now it's back for some reason.
I know. I saw a great YouTube video of someone filming their TV when The Office left Netflix, and so
That's
you
hilarious.
see the episode play and then stop, and then it's just over.
That's amazing.
I mean, how much? I bet it was a percentage. I bet The Office was a percentage of Netflix's streaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those shows that like people need. It's like Friends, it's just beloved.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better show than Friends.
Yes. Lazy Bum. Didn't the guy who played Kramer start shouting racial slurs in one of his shows and then basically disappeared?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's great though is before that happens, somebody in the crowd burned him so good.
Yeah.
Where they were like, you're not a comedian. You've never had a show except Seinfeld. No one likes you. No one's gonna put you in their movie. No, and literally every single thing, he just laid it all out, and that just put him right over the edge.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm just gonna hurt the crowd.
Yep.
And then for some reason he stopped performing stand-up comedy.
Because at that point you want people to feel something.
Yeah.
Even if it's anger. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Apparently, Michael Richards. Apparently, he's a really intense guy.
Yeah.
Like he kind of portrays a goofball, but apparently he's pretty intense.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Beepity beep beep beepity beep 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 beep.
Sapphire, wondering why sisters have interface ports for their power armor. Didn't think they had them, and it was sensors in their armor. I think they have. They don't have the same exact black carapace that the Space Marines have, but I think they have a little something to make them be able to use their power armor more effectively.
Kitty Canones. Wow, a comedic actor that's kind of mean in person? Crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's never, ever happened before.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wouldn't it be great if Tina Fey was just a nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I watched all of 30 Rock. I remember absolutely nothing of 30 Rock.
Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine what that show is.
It's Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey and the other guy.
But I don't understand, because 30 Rock is a real place. That's where they make
Yeah.
shows. So, are they making shows, or is it just them gossiping about stuff?
It's a fictional show of the goings-on at Rockefeller Center.
I can't imagine that being interesting, though. That's the problem.
I think it's basically Parks and Recreation.
Oh, so it's not good.
Where Tina
like Parks and
Fey
Recreation.
is incredibly good and committed, and everyone else is an idiot, and she has to wrangle them every episode.
Yeah.
And what's great is, I think it also follows the same exact thing with Parks and Recreation, where everyone starts out as a real jerk, but then they all grow to be nice and care about each other and love each other.
Great.
Because it's not, because what people liked was the rudeness, kind of.
Yes. Because you don't get to be rude in real life.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun to see people being rude.
As much as I love The Office, I mean, The Office totally fell into the same trap. Where the joke of The Office is this job sucks. And at the end of it, everyone is best friends. Monitor. The only thing I remember from 30 Rock is Tracy Jordan saying Dr. Spaceman. Neat. Regulus 22. Is that the How Do You Do, Fellow Kids? Yeah, with Steve Buscemi. In Tina Fey's show, Steve Buscemi is like the undercover, is like an undercover detective, but he's Steve Buscemi.
Mm-hmm. Lazy Bum, British Office versus American Office?
Both. I like them both a lot. I don't know if it's so hard to compare them because the British Office is like 11 episodes and the American Office is 9 seasons. I love the British Office. I think I like the American Office more just because it's so much more. TK to your friends. When you say The Office, are you talking about the crap American one or the crap original UK one?
Woo! I like that one. That one was fun. That was a really fun one. I mean, they obviously didn't love it in the UK. That much.
No, that's just kind of how UK shows are. Short and sweet. They don't drag stuff out.
But how do you make a lot of money though?
You just make a different show.
No, but like, how do you make a ton of money off of the one thing though? You just keep it going.
Akino Kinona is the best way. The best way to compare offices is to say the UK office is British, ergo not funny.
There you go.
Steve, the Green Stuff World rollers. Do you use anything to keep the milliput from sticking? The best luck I've had is with green stuff and a thin layer of Vaseline to keep it from sticking. Yeah, you can definitely use Vaseline for green stuff. I don't know. I don't think I would use it for milliput. It might stop it from drying, but a little bit of water can help. And I've heard cornstarch works really, really well. If you dust your roller with cornstarch, that might give you the best results. Iron Frenzy 217. Doctor Who would like a word. Yeah, but yeah. How many other Doctor Who's are there? In the UK, they make money selling the rights to shows all over the world and then charge all UK TV users £150 a year to watch crap. I've heard of their TV tax, and apparently they have like vans that drive around that check that can tell if you are watching your TV or not.
What is going on there?
You have to pay a tax for the TV.
Sounds like they don't have freedom.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeez, we need to invade there and give them freedom. That's what we need to do. I think we're ready to invade somewhere again.
Lazy Bum. We should bomb some freedom into the UK. Exactly.
I've been saying this for years.
You know what British show was really, really, really good until it wasn't? Sherlock.
Yep.
I think season 1 and 2 of Sherlock were excellent. And then they made 2 more seasons.
I have seen the first episode of the first season twice, and that's it. Seen it twice. I watched it. We watched it in school. We actually had I was in a English literature class in high school, and we watched it in that class, and because she just liked watching shows sometimes, and we had to do like a whole analysis on it, and then I got my wisdom teeth out and I watched it again. And then I never watched anymore. And I don't know why. I just didn't. I loved it. I really, really loved it. I just didn't continue. It's a theme in my life, not following through.
I know. I remember the weirdest part about Sherlock, season 3 or 4, whichever one was worse. I remember watching the season finale and being like, "Oh, God!" But there was one more episode in the queue, and it turns out that they just decided to do one more episode, but have it be classic, like Victorian Sherlock with the same actors, and they just decided to do a whole nother thing. And I'm like, this isn't even enjoyable because I don't know how to deal with that ending. Tristan Lee, no one pays the tax, and the BBC say they have this high-tech fleet of TV license vans, but no one has ever seen them. Tristan Lee, Sherlock is a very Stephen Moffat show.
Alright, here we go. TK Studio Prince. Vans are fake. Always have been. They just drive about to be seen to freak people out. Not been detector vans for over 20 years. That's from a real resident. So there you have it, folks. Yeah, because now they just have cameras in everyone's home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kino is honestly driving around vans just to scare people is more terrifying than actually being spied on. That would be something.
All right, I'm gonna put down the sister. She's annoying me.
What did she say to you? What's annoying you about her?
Paint was being bad. It's misbehaving.
You should spank the paint.
Yeah. It's being grainy.
Nicholas Nadu, vans aren't real. They're just cars covered in cardboard. Exactly.
Regulus 22,
Omari.
have you watched any Australian TV shows? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I cannot imagine one. Tromari, I thought you stopped streaming long ago. On Saturdays we go long. But we're going to be ending in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Tiki Studio Prince. Yeah, just search in Google for BBC detector vans. Then you'll see photos of the vans. Alright, so I'm going to say this. Be funny, I looked this up and I'm like, oh my god, I see those vans all the time here. What? I don't get it. So they tax TV. Do they tax the internet too? Like, do they check that?
I don't know.
Or is it just TV?
I think though, there's no advertising on British TV, is there?
I don't know. I haven't been there. Chat. I mean, there's no advertising on PBS. And they just, I mean, they do the calls. They do the they beg for money occasionally, but it's publicly funded without, I mean, they just take it from your tax without knowing if you watch it or not. Tiki City Prince, you need a license to watch Netflix and Amazon, well, anything that is showing any BBC programs. Hence why the BBC gives away free shows to those companies.
So you need a license to watch Netflix. Do you also need a license to chill? Netflix and chill is good.
I get it.
Is
yep,
good.
Yep. I thought it was really, really funny. I think people are probably giggling, and or they probably sighed deeply out their nose. Okay, here we go. Tiki Studio Prince, you only pay for the BBC. All other channels do advertising.
Ah. So the BBC is a channel or a group of channels?
So what if you just don't watch the BBC?
That's what the vans are for.
Interesting. Why not just charge people no matter what?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand this whole thing. This bothers me. I need to know more about this. Tiki Studio Prince, I have never paid for a license, but to be honest, I have not watched normal TV in over 25 years. Still need a license for the TV. Okay, here we go. Nick Shipley, you don't need a license to watch TV. You need a license to watch live broadcasts. If you only watch on-demand programs or Netflix, Amazon, etc., you don't need a license. I live in the UK. There we go. Okay, it makes sense. Who needs it to be live?
Maybe sports?
Yeah, but why? So, here's the thing.
They need to watch football, damn it.
Okay, so let's say they're going to watch football. Why watch it on TV and pay a license, potentially, when you could just watch it on the computer? Do you have to pay a license anyways?
Huh.
Let's say, because, YouTube, you can do this thing with YouTube where you can watch live TV.
Yeah.
So, is that a way to get around it? I feel like they're going to lose a lot of money at some point.
I know my dad, when he watches the football, he usually just leaves it as an open tab on the computer. Maybe he's dodging the TV license here.
There you go.
Oh god, this paint. Gosh, you guys should see what it looks like in my head. It's amazing.
Just project that. Okay, Nick Shipley, live as in watching at the same time as it's scheduled to be shown, or live broadcast via TV or internet. If you don't watch it as it's broadcast, you don't need a license.
Wow.
It seems insane.
It does. So if you want to know what's happening on Breaking Bad, the current show that everyone's watching that's going on right now.
I don't think that's true. If it's live. Like if it's right? Am I dumb?
I think it sounds like it's new, like scheduled.
Oh, if it's scheduled.
It's hey, there's going to be a new episode of something on
if it's
Wednesdays.
scheduled, if it's scheduled to be shown or live broadcasts. Broadcast via TV or internet.
Is it also the news?
I would assume that's probably live.
Yeah. Breaking news was still British. More to follow. AIDS.
There you go.
What?
Kindergarten Damn, a whole lot of Brits are up at 5:50 a.m. That's a great question. Lucky bet. It's like paying for a channel. No, but what doesn't make any sense is the internet. That's the thing that bothers me. I don't get it. So if you bought, or maybe you can't, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. In my mind, I'm thinking of like I'm thinking like you're watching you want to watch you know, a live sporting event, right? And so you have you know, you have like you know, YouTube streaming, whatever the hell, so you can watch it live. Do you have to pay a license for that? And who you're paying this license to?
The
I don't
man,
understand.
man.
The man.
Hey, this lady's actually looking all right. I think once I put the scratches and the spatter, they'll look really, really good. You know, paint all the plugs. I don't want to pick out every single little detail, but my goal with these is to paint them up a little bit more abstractly.
Mm-hmm.
Dana Howell did a very good job, but I'm not following any of the colors she used. Because I thought, I got this. You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe. We'll see.
You pay the government, Nick. It all goes to the British Crown. Well, I like my money going to the billionaires.
Yeah.
That's where I like my money going.
Yeah, our royalty actually has power.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Our royalty actually has power. Exactly.
It's funny because it's true.
It's, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's funny because the world's crumbling. I love that.
Lazy bum, those Repentia have bigger chainswords than Space Marines. They do. They're called Eviscerator chainswords, and they're special for the Sisters of Battle. Jason M, so what's everyone else doing? I'm setting up my happy pile of shame on a display shelf, shrink-wrapped in unopened blisters of Tyranids from the 90s to mid-2000s. Ooh. God, somebody was selling an amazing lot of old metal Tyranids all in shrink-wrapped boxes, and they were like, "Hey, so I'm kind of hopping back into the hobby, and what do y'all think I should do with this?" And everyone was like, "You should sell it to me, and then buy as many new Tyranids as you want."
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Moniteur, our royalty is Dr. Manhattan, and your royalty is a grandma eating crumpets.
Mm-hmm. There you have it, folks. Well, we've learned a lot about the BBC today.
Whew, we went on a whole journey.
I know we did. Daniel Thompson. I'm very excitingly doing my waste management homework. Poop in the toilet. That's the answer to number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very familiar with the curriculum.
Yep. Jesus, what a childish thing to say. Yep. Mm-hmm. Monitor, I've been in that grandma's house. It's okay. Lots of stolen weapons in there, though.
Like AKs, cannons, howitzers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got some of these ladies done. The gray contrast paint actually is really nice. It's very nice. I would call it maybe a lilac.
Lilac.
Yeah. Maxatron. Hey Jay, do you have any Legion of the Damned Space Marines? Yes, I actually painted one up on stream. I have one squad of 5 metal damned legionnaires.
They're damned, all right.
And I didn't have the world's most fun painting one of them up. I don't know if I'll ever get around the other ones. Day there, Vince. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. You know, I feel like my voice has gotten stronger over the year because I remember these used to really take it out of me. Like shooting stuff all day and then doing these all night. Now, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There you go. Monitor, new dislike record? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 135 dislikes. Lazy bum. Iron Throat J.
Yeah.
There you go.
Old lead gullet.
Woo! Andy Crimson, yay! We reached a new record, y'all!
Woo!
Yeah. We're really doing it, folks. And just so you guys know that we're going to be only streaming on the BBC from now on.
Yeah, so hopefully you got your licenses all paid up.
Oh no! Diggy City Prince. No, we hit 150 a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Okay, well. Then Monitor, damn it, TK, we're celebrating anyways. Woo!
Woo!
Well, if you haven't disliked the stream yet, you have exactly a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But 140 ain't bad.
Yeah. Boy, I feel like I'm going to be working on these ladies' flesh for a while.
Mm-hmm. Nick Shipley, Mom from Futurama was supposed to be based on the Queen with her empire and robot slaves. That's pretty good. Mom's good old-fashioned robot factory. Yep. Even had 3 sons. That's very true. Yep. It's a very good show. I wish they had it on a. Did they? They used to have it on Netflix. I don't think they do anymore because they don't. Netflix doesn't have shows sometimes.
They don't have anything. Everything took their show back and then made their own service.
Exactly.
That no one wants.
Yep. And on that note,
yeah,
it's 12 o'clock.
It is. I got something done. I got a lot of paint on these ladies.
You did. Well, we had a bunch of videos out this week.
Yes,
Make
we
sure
did.
you watch those. We had a Patreon exclusive episode go live on yesterday, technically, because it's Sunday. Yeah, we'll be back with another live stream on Monday.
Yeah, we will.
At 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
End.